that's really like, you know what I mean? I don't want to say woke, but anybody that's really like in tune with themselves, let's just say that anybody that's in tune with themselves, okay? If you've been putting that inner work in, connecting with yourself, raising your level of consciousness, raising your level of frequency, you would know. You just see that shit for what it is. That shit is this whole shit is a circus show, bro. It's one big ass joke. It's all entertainment to the higher up niggas. When I say higher up niggas, yes, the higher ups are like, okay, you got the billionaires, but it's the niggas above the billionaires, okay? The niggas above the billionaires, it's their handlers, but it's not even their handlers, okay? It's the niggas above them, okay? Because niggas want to say, oh, it's the Jesuits, like, nigga, the Jesuits are being controlled, nigga. You think the Freemasons are the only society in this world that's really calling the shots? No, nigga. It's probably the Freemasons. Oh shit, I was tweaking for a second. This flash got my eyes tweaking. But it's probably like the Freemasons. Because if you think about it, all the Freemasons is like, well, I don't want to say all the Freemasons, but it's like different fraternities, different. It's one big ass secret society, right? But it's different fraternities in each one. Like you got the Black Boule, you got, you know what I mean? You got Cap. Like it gets deep, bro. So they're all in this shit. Like even the motherfuckers that, and it's all, like I said, bro, everything happens, anything that happened in the physical realm, anything that happened in this third dimension, it already happened in the spiritual realm. It already happened. So when everybody, bro, that's why when you ask motherfuckers, like, that's why when you was like, bro, when Kobe passed away, like when you heard the news Kobe passed away, like when you heard Kobe passed away, it's like your heart stopped for like just a second. Like the whole world just froze. Like it was like, what the fuck? Like Kobe? Like that shit was so unexpected. Like that shit was so random. It's like your energy was taken, bro. Like on the spiritual level, they took your motherfucking energy, bro. All this shit is entertainment. They laughing at this shit, bro. Like Earth is one big ass experiment, bro. Like, and we just been indoctrinated into this matrix, bro. So if you think about, like, everybody, like, these motherfuckers, like, but people love to bash, like sellouts. Oh, you sold out. And people love to expose, people love to expose, you know what I mean, conscious YouTubers, you know what I mean, spiritual YouTubers talking about they sold out. Nigga, if anything, we've been sold out, nigga. The day when you came out the womb, when you came out your mom's womb, you were sold out. You were sold into this matrix, bro. If your parents weren't, you know what I mean? Because it's always this generation and it's always the generation before our generation. So if your parents weren't taking care of themselves, you know what I mean? If they weren't taking care of themselves spiritually, mentally, physically, they already sold you out. Think about it. Parents, nigga. Parents, nigga. Pair is 2, and then rent. You feel me? Which makes me think, damn. So, because everybody thinks it's the government. It's the government. Nigga, no, it gets deep, nigga. It's the government, nigga. Their control, nigga. Fucking America is a own corporation by Britain, bruh. Like, real shit, bruh. And if they're not owned by Britain, but they're owned by somebody, trust me. They're not, it's not this free democracy that we think, bruh. It's a matrix within a matrix within a matrix, bruh. But what I'm trying to say is, now that I think about it, because pair is 2, and then you rent, like, you know what I mean? When you're renting something, you're like, you know, y'all know what rent means, you feel me? But, so it's like, that's why when they said when you sell out, you get new parents. Those aren't your parents. Like your mommy and daddy is not your parents. You got new parents. You got bosses. You got people telling you what to do. You feel me? But it's like, how do I say this? we probably we all know we've been indoctrinated into this matrix, and we already know we've been sold out. We've been sold out. But it's like people think it's the government, like, oh, America owns us, like the government owns us, like we got a number to our life. We got a social security, nigga. You got a number to your life. Nigga, America's owned by somebody else. Okay? Parents too. Okay? So who owns America? Who's renting America? Think about that shit. Somebody's renting America. There's a country that's renting America. Trust me. And trust me, when shit flips, trust me, when shit gets bad, when shit hits the roof, when shit hits the fan, bruh, it's gonna be all bad, bruh. I'm telling you. But anyways, I'm just going off the dome, just talking about a whole bunch of shit. So I know if you watching this video, you might seem a little bit lost of what I'm trying to, but back to what I'm saying. Don't judge these motherfuckers for selling out, bruh. You don't know where they came from, what their, circumstances were, what they had to go through. They might have been born into that shit. Like, you got to think about it. Lil Uzi, like, think about it, that shit. Like, we're bro, you do know, like, transgenders. Like, you do know, like, how transgenders get their body parts and shit. You do know they're using children, right? They're using children's body parts, right? You do know that, right? Nigga, they're using children's body parts. They kidnap all these melanated women, bruh. They kidnap all these children. You know what I mean? They do all types of fucked up, evil ass shit. It's sick, bruh. It's real sick, bruh. Because you got to think about it. It's like children are like the most pure. Children are like the most innocent. Like, they're not born into this. They're not indoctrinated with all these beliefs and ideologies. You know what I mean? They're not like, oh, xenophobia and homophobia and transgenderism and all this and all that. They don't know. They just like, nigga, I just want to color. You know what I mean? I just want to, be in nature. Like, nigga, they just be living in their own world, bruh. They just be in their own imagination. I feel like we just got to go back to children and be in our own imagination. You feel me? But, it's like, you got to think about it, bruh. You got to think about it. Like, transgenders, they use children's body parts. Okay? They kidnap all these children every year. All these women and children come up missing. Yeah. They rape them. They get them pregnant, okay? Before they kill them, bruh, they get them pregnant. So then they get pregnant, and then they probably do like a C-section, or they wait 9 months, and then they deliver the baby. But I know for sure, like, they rape these children. I know, it's crazy. They rape these children. They get them pregnant, and then those children that are, like, because you got to think about it, like, everybody that's it just makes me think, because we don't know how deep this matrix goes. So it's like everybody that's a part of this shit, because you got to think, all this shit is one big ass stage. The matrix is one big ass distraction. We're not even supposed to be focusing on this matrix, bro. It's okay to be aware of the matrix and recognize, oh, that's, and expose the matrix, you know what I mean? And get people aware and spread the truth. It's okay, but don't go overload with that shit, bro, because it's one distraction, bro. Focus on spirituality. Focus on that. Spirituality is a way of life, okay? That's gonna get you to ascend out of this third dimension, bro. You want to ascend. You don't want to stay here. This matrix can't ascend. You feel me? It can't leave this third dimension. You feel me? So if you're so caught up on everything that's going on, even if you're like a truth seeker, you know what I mean? Like, I have a life path of a 7. I want to know all, like, nigga, I see something and I'm like, I don't ever look at something and be like, that's what it is. I don't ever look at something and be like, oh, so that's what's going on. No, I'm always in the back of in my head, I'm like, nigga, who's pulling the strings? In my head, I'm like, somebody's pulling the strings. There's some more shit. Like there's something that they're not telling us. There's something that we don't know about. Like that's old. So it's like I'm always looking at shit for not what it, like I'm always seeing shit and I'm like, that's not, you know, for what it is. You know what I mean? Like I don't see shit for what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like I'm always like, bro, what's going on in the Matrix? Like, boom, now they faked his death. Boom, now they sacrificed him. They want to, and that's another thing, bro. I feel like all this shit is, like, bro, I feel like these higher up niggas, it's like, you want to, like, it's all one big ass stage, bro. It's all one big ass distraction. They're all in on it, bro. They're all in on it. Kobe's probably not really dead. I don't think Kobe's dead. In my heart, I don't think Kobe's dead. I think Kobe faked his death to get the, you know, the people's energy, to steal their energy. Not Kobe individually, but like the higher up niggas, it was like a ritual. You know what I mean? Like a gematria ritual. Like they, you know what I mean? They faked his death, then they took the world's energy because everybody's at a low vibration. Everybody's sad, and, you know, everybody's sad and depressed and at a low ass vibration. And that's what they feed off that shit. They feed off fear. They feed off anxiety. They feed off all that shit. Anything that's negative, they love that shit. They love that shit. Okay? It makes them powerful. It makes them stronger. Okay? So if they fake this celebrity's death and the whole world's sad, okay, like think about how fucking, it just makes me think of like the king of pop, like Michael Jackson. Bro, the world was probably a gloomy ass day. The world was at a low, super low of vibration. And you know what I mean? And if you're at a super low vibration, you can get attacked by entities. You can get attacked by entities like at a high vibration too, but it just wouldn't affect you. You feel me? Like it wouldn't affect you like that. You know what I mean? You're like, nigga, you're vibrating too high at a frequency, nigga. They can't fuck with you. They can't. You got so much love in your heart, they can't fuck with you. You don't fear nothing. You know what I mean? Love overrules fear. Fear is just love of the unknown. You feel me? That's all it is. Fear loves the unknown. It's like, nigga, unknown and fear, it goes together. Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, damn. So like I said, all these niggas that you think wouldn't even be a part of it, you gotta question it. You gotta question everybody. You gotta question everybody. Don't, bro. Y'all know the saying, only don't believe anything you hear, and only believe half of what you see. Okay? Don't believe anything I say. After this video, go do your own research, go meditate, go within. And if the shit resonates, if it resonates with you, that's your intuition. If it resonates with you and you're like, yeah, I feel like there's some truth to this, it's because there is, okay? Don't second guess yourself, bro. Go with what your thought says. Go with your intuition, bro. You're not your thoughts, but you get what I mean, bro. Anything that you feel like it resonates, it's because there's some truth to that shit. Even if 99% of the shit that I'm saying is a lie and it's fake, there's still some truth to what I'm saying. Okay? There's truth to lies too, okay? Lies are not just fully lies, okay? There's some truth to it. All right? Like, everybody likes to bash religion, which I think people bash religion mostly because of the people itself in religion. It's like the people that try to push their religious beliefs onto other people. That's when it becomes a, like, you know what I mean, an issue. But like, it's like, you can't, like, don't go ahead and bash the Bible, bro. Like, there's a lot of hidden gems. There's a lot of truth in the Bible, bro. Like, yeah, there's a lot of false information in there. But at the same time, it's like, nigga, the Bible, that book probably talks about it probably talks about how the Matrix is built. It probably talks about how you can destroy the Matrix. It probably talks about all this shit. It probably tells so much information about the Matrix. But it's like it's all supposed to be read in an allegoric way. And this got me thinking too about the Bible too. It's like the Bible was written in what language? Like when I read, like, you know, like when I was reading the Bible when I was younger, like Genesis and shit, I was reading it in English words. Okay, think about it. If I came up with the Matrix, right? If I'm this reptilian, if I'm some like fourth dimensional entity that can't ascend and leave this third dimension, and I'm trapped here forever, for all eternity, if I make a Matrix, why would I give you your native tongue that your ancestors, that's within you? Why would I give you your native tongue? Why would I write your native tongue in a book that I want to control you with? That don't make any sense. You know what I mean? English is one big ass curse book. I don't care what language you speak. I mean, not language. I don't care what word you use. I don't care about how much positivity, how much truth, how much wisdom you're speaking into existence, how much you're speaking out. It's all lowering our vibration, whether we know it or not, whether we're conscious of it or not. Any word. It don't matter if you're using the most positive words. Just go on Google and look up a list of positive affirmations. Any word that's English, that's written in English, is cursed. It's a curse word. Okay, they think curse words is just bitch, fuck, shit, ho, damn. No, nigga, it's all cursed. It's all lowering our vibration, okay? So that's why it's just better not to say anything. It's better not to speak. You know what I mean? You raise your frequency a lot better when you don't use any words. You feel me? But either that, because you got to think about it like birds, like animals, they're not like, oh, what's up, bro, what's going on, yo? Like, they're not using words, they're not speaking English. They might be communicating, but they're not, you know what I mean? They're using frequencies, they're using sounds, they're using vibrations. You know what I mean? That's how they communicate. You know what I mean? They're connected with nature. So that whole book that's written in English language is one big ass curse book. The Bible is one big ass curse book. Now, if we was to read it in our native tongue, like I'm not saying that's our native tongue, but you get what I mean. Like, if we was to use different, you know what I mean, sounds and... Anyways, I'm going to just move on from religion, all right, in the Bible. But I'm going to just say this last thing about the Bible, okay? Don't bash the Bible, bruh. Unless you read everything from start to finish, don't bash the Bible, bruh. Just let them religious people, let them be them. Because you can't really bash nobody for their experiences. They're so caught up into this religion that they don't know that the power's within them. You know what I mean? The power's within you. You know what I mean? You have that power, bro. You have that belief. You believe in Jesus so much that, you know what I mean, you had that spiritual experience. And now you feel like Jesus is real. You feel me? It's just from you. It's from you, bro. It comes from you. But anyways, it's one big ass stage, bro. Like, TMZ's always on that shit too. Like, when they said King, like, think about it, bro. Whenever some shit pop off, whenever a celebrity passes away, or just like, you know what I mean? Like, whenever some shit pop off in this Matrix, TMZ's always on it. They're always the first ones on it. Why is it no other news outlet? Like, are they even considered a news outlet? Why isn't there no other outlet that's out that's like, yo, you know what I mean? It's always TMZ, the first one. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I see this shit like straight through. I see straight through this shit, bro. King Von's not really dead, bro. I don't know what that nigga's doing, bro. That nigga might be people saying that, you know, he's the rapper Lil Nar. And when you look up Google Images and you put, you know what I mean, Lil Nar and King Von right next to them, right next to each other, they do look a lot alike. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, they do look a lot similar. Like, come on now. No cap. But, like I said, it's all a distraction. I'm not really trying to go down that big-ass rabbit hole. I don't really care for King Von being so-and-so, Lil Nar wearing a face mask, because it might be super deep. But I'm just trying to get you thinking, bro. I'm just trying to get you to open your mind. Just be open-minded. Just ask questions. That's all I want to do. That's all I want you to do. Is just ask questions. Question everything. Okay? Don't believe shit you see. Don't believe shit you hear. Don't believe shit you hear, and only believe half of what you see. You only see 1%. Not even one. You see less than that. You see like 0.0367% that's considered visible light in the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay? What's the other 99.99999 shit that we don't see? Like, what's the shit that you don't see that's around you? And that's the thing, bro. The Matrix is like, it's one big ass distraction, bro. It's to throw us off our spiritual path. Because we was, like, think about it, bro. We all came here. Soul means solar, okay? Soul means solar, okay? Soul, sun, okay. The word sun in Spanish is soul, okay? And we're all connected. We all have a soul. All of us, we all have a soul. Yes, there are some people that don't have souls. I'm not just saying white people. There's melanated people that don't have souls, okay? But I'm saying, we're all connected to the solar system. We're like, when you came here into this physical body, okay? Your existence, your soul, at that exact time you were born, at that exact day you were born, that month, that time, the longitude, the location of where you came, the stars, it was all connected, bruh. Look up into the sky, bruh. Your soul is in the solar system, bruh. It's like one big ass, what's the word? Like the Akashic Records. You feel me? It's like one big ass catalog of just souls in the universe. So you was meant here for a purpose. You came here for a purpose, but it's okay because you was indoctrinated into a matrix with a whole bunch of bullshit to throw you off your life path, and your soul mission. That's it. To love yourself unconditionally, spread your gifts and talents, and complete your soul mission. Think about it, bro. They built the matrix to throw us off. Oh my God, think about it, bro. They can't ascend any further than the third dimension. Think about it. If I made the matrix, you got to think like these motherfuckers. And when I mean think like these motherfuckers, you got to think in reverse, okay? They worship the moon. No, we don't worship the sun. You're not supposed to worship shit but yourself, nigga. The belief comes from you, nigga. Don't worship anything. God's within you. You can meditate and be in your bed and connect with God, bro. You don't need to worship anybody, bro. Don't worship shit. But I'm saying, they worship the moon, nigga. We got the sun. You feel me? Like, it's supposed to be a man and a woman. That's the natural way of life. These niggas is like, nah. You know, a man and a man, a woman and a woman. Or sometimes, like, bruh, I feel like these higher ups, they can't, like, bruh, think about it. These motherfuckers been here for eternity. These motherfuckers been here since the beginning of time, bruh. They've been here since the beginning of time. So they like into all this kinky and weird shit, bruh. They like Megan Thee Stallion is a man. Tory Lanez is a female. But they like when that shit is reversed. They like when the man is the female, okay? But playing as the man. And the woman is the man playing as a woman. They're into all that shit. It's like one big ass entertainment. Like, you know how you go on Disney Plus, or you might go on Hulu, or you might fuck around and watch your favorite YouTuber, and that's considered entertainment to you? No, these motherfuckers get off on like seeing like reversed like genders. They get off from that shit. They find that shit enjoyment. They get off from that shit. Pleasure. They get pleasure from that shit. Like the different types of pleasure that you, like, okay, you have like regular people, like mortals. Our pleasure is like, you know what I mean? We might watch our favorite movie. We might fuck around and eat our favorite food. No, these motherfuckers is like, yo, like put a fucking gerbil in my ass, and that's pleasure. These motherfuckers' pleasures is like way off the wall, bro. So that's why I say like this shit is like, we don't really know how deep this matrix goes, bro. Because it's like one big ass mind fuck, bro. And they find all this shit to be pleasure. It's all pleasure to them, bro. They find all this shit exciting. They get off from this shit. It's like they get off from this shit, bro. It turns them on, bro. It's fucking, it's sick, bro. But what was I saying, bro? Think about it. If I made the Matrix, bro, like, I don't know, bro. But yeah, yo, it's Texas and I'm out.